Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with another one of our Bears franchise games, year 3, going up against the Packers, week 4. We got a lot of messages to go through. Let's do the one with Aaron Rodgers. Slow him down. He's not going to have Devontae Adams. Hold them to 250 yards passing. You got jokes. All right, frustrated receiver. I'm going to get Allen Robinson involved. So A-Rob needs 5 touches or 100 yards. Okay, 5 touches. Running back, David Montgomery. To get him more involved. He wants 12 touches or 100 yards rushing. Okay. We got Darnell Mooney. Two touchdowns, 100 yards rushing, receiving. Okay, that'll be easy. And Josh Sweat. Get him interception, force fumble, tackles for loss, or sacks. We're going to blitz a lot in this game. We're definitely going to bring the heat. Let's see if there's any draft stories. That would be... Shaquille Barrett gets beyond the line of scrimmage. He's gone. Breaking records and taking names. Which is our... actually one of the halfbacks. Shaquille Barrett. If he's there, we're taking him. Of course. Maya. Maya's the best lineman, looks like, in the draft. All right, baby. This is where it all comes down to. All about turn. Packers are going to play have their all whites. So Kalil Mack, Allen Robinson, Aaron Rodgers, David Bakhtiari, Zadarius Smith, Roquan Smith. Remember, they don't have Jair Alexander, and you don't want to say Hopkins. Devontae Adams is injured, so this is going to be a game that we can come out and dominate. There's Tranquil.
Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So 5 for Robinson, 12 for Montgomery, 100 yards or 2 touchdowns for Mooney, and Sweat needs just to stop.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's
Oh,
been.
God.
Into the league back in
But he had Devontae Adams last week, so.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. Running back who likes to catch.
And Kalil Mack starts off first play with a sack. That's what we needed, baby.
Their first play from scrimmage, it's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got this one complete to Fountain. It's a pick.
One thing I'm going to do, because it is an upgrade opportunity, I am going to switch this right now.
12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And Roquan with a sack.
For the sack.
I told you, we're going to blitz Rodgers. We're going to come out here, and we're going to set the tone, baby. Set the damn tone. Let's go.
Fast and a big sack. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a return of 4 following a
All right, Judge.
2-yard punt, and the offense will take over with the new set of downs. So here are the Bears now.
Chicago has a quarterback.
And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles at quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and it's not, that tells me it's not just a one-time a week thing. They work all the time trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's complete to Moore.
Oh, Allen Robinson was wide open.
He'll lose yardage.
But I saw the penetration, and I just had to throw it.
3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit
Come on.
as he releases it.
Judge.
Fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective.
I felt confident that play would work there, and it just didn't.
We do on 3rd down. That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it for the first time to Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 15 carries, 61 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and utility, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them down.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Kalil Mack.
I'm bringing some heat, baby. We're not going to just sit back and let Rodgers do whatever he wants. A pocket.
That's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
Big series
That
right
too.
here. You gotta step it up.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Nah, guys, Mike, 49.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Watch the twist.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there. A big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yard.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Wonder if you could change celebrations. I want to see some new celebrations from our rookies.
But his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded near the back of
I feel a lot of rookies have the same celebrations.
It'll come out to the 25.
They have the solidarity celebration.
Rodgers, we focus on him for our player spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little
And I think it might get silly when everyone in the league starts retiring and everyone has the same celebrations.
offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is their 3rd drive. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down
Almost
yet in
picked
this
off.
It's a mental barrier.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. This might help some. Oops.
Until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
58, right there.
Now a first down carry.
Oh damn! Over pursued that.
Down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Yeah, this seems.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Is that considered a tackle for loss? It is. Sweat's got it. Let's go, baby.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
Ooh, good coverage by Goodson. Good throw.
He is out of bounds inside the 30.
Roughing the passer, though. Who hit him? Hicks? Hicks destroyed him.
This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of it.
What a good play.
It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year.
He's got it.
And the Packers
He caught it still in the numbers. Get out of here. Okay, so Sweat has it. So Mooney needs 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, 12 carries for Montgomery.
good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And 5 for
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Five for Allen Robinson.
As they get ready. And for them, a touchdown their last go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
When you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Come on, Mooney, you gotta catch that, baby.
Before, because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10 now. From
I feel good about this.
I got 11.
garbage.
Oh no!
Injured bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Montgomery. He will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and get the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Darnell Mooney catches that.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. There's a first down throw that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch. But I really
Still a catch.
the drag,
That's a good thing.
run away from defenders, hard to stay with him for that.
Yeah, better against man than zone.
Oh, come on!
Man, because now you're running away from
Judge, you gotta hit that.
into a defensive player in another zone.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
Fuck, that's intercepted.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal for the offense. 10-play drive.
One thing I'm also gonna do to make sure we get Montgomery catches right now, we're gonna put him as the 3rd down back.
But they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Established that running game yet. The question is, will
Okay, that's
that catch good
being
for
mixed up.
5? It's 3rd.
Hold on.
down.
I'm gonna come back to you. I'm gonna come back to you.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down.
Team Hicks.
Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this
Hicks is coming on strong.
been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Better
Throw it away.
on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
49,
Just not
49,
enough time
guys.
for the
Mike,
play
Mike,
to develop.
49.
Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Eluding the pressure right. And
Throw it away.
complete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might get a little bit deeper into their playbook.
Throw away that ball.
35 yards that time on the punt. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a jet.
And the rookie Goodson has a pick 6.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Goodson, the rookie.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
Future outside corner.
Good to make it 17-7.
Playing the slot corner right now.
Getting the interception.
The nickel.
Navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Let's go. Like I said, without Devontae Adams, this
And he'll decide to now bring this one out as
this is not the same Packers team that you're used to seeing.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things.
Goodson in there in the tackle.
Gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
And he stopped.
Only to about the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert.
What's up with the tackle?
Make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Going nowhere. Not fooling anyone. Goodson.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle.
Now Jaylon.
Get away from there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers.
Nowhere to go.
Bears get there for the sack. Kalil, Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have
That's a coverage sack more than anything right there.
man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A punt of 46.
I know what we're going to start with.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
Can we get Mooney some speed?
As a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they do.
Under pressure and
Dude, we had Darnell Mooney.
Preston Smith.
If Preston Smith wasn't there,
Has been a real strength
reckon,
to get after the quarterback.
messing it up.
Last week, that's their first one here. Anything
to the quarterback as well.
58's Mike. Record. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. By the way,
Maybe I could have went with Darnell, not Darnell Mooney, but David Njoku there, but
your territory up here in the booth. My bad. We'll get back over
I did not feel confident with that.
On-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual.
Goodson with the tackle.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
We're just kind of racking up Goodson's tackle total, which is weird.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Mike, 36.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to
Nope.
Williams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Watch 12.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
Knocked out of his hand.
Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th. Getting a conversion here on 3rd down. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st.
We're going to take a timeout because we have things to do with
The first of their timeouts. As they'll
Darnell Mooney and
24
company.
seconds to go in this first half.
We just squeeze out as much time as possible.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolf. I'm coming after you. And 58 is a Mike.
They'll look to throw here on
Check
1st down.
curls.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You ain't got nothing. 58.
They'll throw now on the final play. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete.
That was a good
Dial up the
Good throw.
out there, but it'll be
Robinson just couldn't come up with it.
We reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit, but first let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and it's the Vikings who are out in front.
All right.
Dalvin Cook, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And right now they have the lead.
Mitch is doing work in Indy, man.
Passes there for Mitchell Trubisky. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. The Cardinals still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half?
Let's make sure. Let's look at everything right now for the upgrades. Montgomery has 4 touches. Right? Yes. Robinson just needs 1 more. Darnell Mooney needs 70 yards. Montgomery needs 8 touches. So.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
I think the hardest one's going to be Montgomery.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. 1st and 10. Third quarter Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I'm here all day.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Crunch time, defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Darnell Mooney.
To the 35 before they're able to knock him down. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half, and now 7 on the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And he slips
There's
away to
Montgomery.
45 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Watch the screen,
So
watch the
into
screen.
Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll roll him out right. Able to connect with Mims. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move. And make
Let's see if we can get this. We might be able to.
still accurate throwing the football.
58. Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you.
Oh, I got stuck on Allen Robinson.
3 on a
There we
gain
go,
of
see?
3.
That's the way to hit.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's get it together. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike.
He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man.
Okay, there's Allen Robinson. He has his touches.
Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion.
I think we got all of these. Somehow we got all of these.
Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
And here we
And
go
their
again.
halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Watch 36. 36.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he was hit as
What's
he
there?
threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once
We
again,
got 3.
they'll
We
go
got
from the
3,
40.
fellas. We got 3.
From the gun, it's a run for the Bears. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple.
Going with Edmonds
Staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. These guys have punted 4
was smart.
standing at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up
Oh,
to
Jacoby Brissett is in Cleveland now.
that the early jitters are long gone.
They let Baker Mayfield leave, which was silly.
And be able to make some of these plays that they haven't been doing so far.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. Really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make? And
That was supposed to go to Mims, but all right.
Pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
see if they can disrupt it here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
1st down.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Being chased out left.
So do I.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back.
I felt like I had Montgomery there, but
3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Denzel Mims.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's got his favorite.
Felt like that was a blitz.
And it's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing.
What?
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it
That was a bad throw by Judge. He's coming out of his cut there. That is a bad throw by Judge.
Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on it.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
come on, capitalize on this one.
Oh, man, come on. Don't do it.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And Hicks is banged up.
That's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Torn labrum. He's out for the rest of the first half of the season, at least. Stevie Richards, the rookie, will get the start.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Line 36. Line 36. Tighten up.
Now Rodgers.
Eddie Jackson, another pick.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
His 2nd of the season.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes.
Okay, how close is how close is he? 30 yards? One thing I do need to fix is this.
And go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
58. right over there. Right, 58, right there.
On first down. It's Montgomery. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up. 58's the mic. Watch the screen. Pass.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by Montgomery. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
No chance.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break for the defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted.
Stop throwing that. Just throw it away.
Inside the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Just throw that away.
1st and 10 at the 11. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess.
Here we go.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way.
Good coverage by Goodson.
They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
I should have audibled out of that. The instant he audibled and put Roquan out wide, I should have audibled out of that.
First.
Be a long day for you. Hey, take 26. Mine, 36. I don't think you got it, son. Watch 36. 36.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
58's the mic. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Rodgers again now. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more.
Whoa, what just happened with Roquan there? What just happened with...
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on.
I don't know what even happened to Fuller. What?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and 10 from just inside the 10. The quick slant caught.
They will at least score a touchdown. It happens. You can't keep them all the way down.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Okay, Mooney needs like 20 yards.
Back into it, 24-14 now. So
Get Mooney his 20 yards. Get the 3 carries that Montgomery needs. And that'll be it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Njoku.
Mooney was open.
Not much there, only a
Just threw it to Mooney there.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 20.
Okay, Mooney has it.
It's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time for this offense to move the football through the air.
One springs free. Montgomery loses it. And this is going to be Packer football.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
36 to Mike. Hey, here I can
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers.
Big hit by Emmons.
Tight end Thomas. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a man
Really?
up and down the middle of the field. And they'll work
Just tackle. Just
the yard line.
stop, Doc. Just stop.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Just tackle him.
Back north. Stop your whining. Watch 36.
Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's going to be caught at the 10.
Put the ball on the ground.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears.
Do that again, baby. Do it again. Let's go, boys. Yeah.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential too. So pretty much game set.
How about the takeaway, though? Huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 31.
Flush to his right. That's complete to Mooney. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They give to Montgomery out of the gun.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Thing is a loss. We taking wins home. Go.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
First down.
Have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Again, I do.
Let's get that 100 yards with Montgomery. I think he.
I have a feeling that the quarterback
Holding.
running game, the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they have a lot of space.
Oh, Cody Whitehair.
Coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can get a little bit late getting it done.
Following the penalty, Montgomery, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. I guess the simple question was,
All right.
just take a knee there.
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
There it is. Khalil Mack going after Aaron Rodgers. Player stats. Judge had 2 picks, 1 touchdown, but hey, we're trying to get stuff. Montgomery has 16 carries, so he's going to have it. 1 touchdown for Clayton Judge, rushing touchdown. Fumble for Montgomery. Mooney, $1.18, he's got it. Bunches has a touchdown. Stanley Morgan Jr. has 1. Robinson has his 5 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown. Tolbert gave up a sack. Roquan Smith with 10 total tackles for loss. Sweat has his. Sacks, Mack, Hicks, Roquan, Preston Smith. Hicks did get injured. Interceptions by Sullivan, Holman, Eddie Jackson, Von Goodman that returned for pick 6. Forced fumbles by Camus Gruger Hill. Roquan Smith 4 stars. Recovered by Eddie Jackson as Zadarius Smith. We had a touchdown return by the rookie Juwan Goodson. And that be your stat wrap up. Look at all these. Eddie Jackson. He's playing well, man. Playing well. Tackle. Get it. That run support up. Tackle goes up by 2, so it's play rec. Von Goodson, the rookie, need to get his man coverage up. And coverage goes up by 3. That's a good one. Okay. Josh Sweat. Then we get his speed rushing up. We just concentrate on speed rush with him. Okay. That's just a bad roll. Get the blocking one for Jesper Horsted. Unblock that. Block strength goes up. That's nice. What extra on here? Okay. Taylor Pierce. His possession up. Catching is not great. He's a blocking tight end, it looks like. Okay, let's see. Got that one. Okay. See it, baby. Darnell Mooney is now a star development. He gets 5,000. Josh Sweat's a star development. Let's go. Let's go. That is a big week, but biggest thing is we lose Hicks. Only 5 weeks for a torn labrum. Okay. Not bad. Look at the upgrade. Clayton Judge. 80 overall. Break, sack, throw, and run, throw. Power goes up one. Nice. Antoine Brooks, reserve safety, is get his run support up. Man coverage goes up. Hit power goes up. Darnell Mooney has 2 boosts. His deep threat up one. Catching, deep route, okay. Graphic. His release up. Release goes up 1. Short route goes up 1. Spectacular catch. Catching goes up 1. I think Mooney is going to be good in the long run. That's a big one. What goes to 75? Goodson played well in the slot. Holman Nichols, okay. Richard's gonna get the look here. Baylor. Ricky out of Baylor is gonna get the look. We'll see how he does. Right there. Drafting Goodson, this was a good pick. Good zone defense in his rookie season. He can get his man coverage up as he gets upgraded. That is a good one there. And we're going to play a lot of zone with him in the slot. So that one's a good one to do. Burrell Edmonds plays good zone, but he's a converted safety. Hooker's playing well. Roquan's up to a 91. Offense. The line is playing decently well. Njoku's got a couple of touchdowns. And that's there. Montgomery's playing well. Robinson on the backside of his career, but I think with Mims, Mooney, Reynolds, you also have Coleman over here. We have a healthy receiving core. So I think we're good in whoever comes up in free agency. So I think we're good. Eddie Goldman was injured, looks like, but he is healthy. Play. He got banged up last game. Probably exited early. Okay, let's look at the Washington football team. Of course, they got Dwayne Haskins, star dev. Led them to a couple of good seasons, so see him keep growing. They brought in Jaylon Johnson. They got Antonio Gibson and Bryce Love. Allen Robinson, rookie. Scary Terry McLaurin over here. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They signed him in from free agency recently. Chad Higgins they signed in the offseason. Leonard Polk they drafted last year. Stephen Stackhouse was this season. Beth Coleman. Seth the Valve. Clayton Brayton. Thaddeus Moss. Wes Martin. And Sadiq Charles fighting for that left tackle position. We'll probably see Wes Martin in this game. Brent Mitchell, guy they drafted 2 years ago. Wada. Star Dev. Okay, he's going to be growing. Nice to see. Chase Wallier. Brendan Sharif. Alex Redmond. Morgan Moses. Brendan Shell. Then over here on the defense, Montez Sweat, Ryan Kerrigan. We'll see both of them probably out there a good amount. Chase Young player out of Ohio State in his third year, superstar X Factor. Then they got Lyle Bates, rookie out of BYU. Two good guys right there. Matthew Ioannidis, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, good healthy line core. For the linebacker positions, John Hamilton, 5th year out of Alabama. Jaden Bartell, Jay Miller, Reuben Foster, Blake Martinez, Vera Cole Holcomb, Quincy Williams. Good linebacking core as well. Kendall Fuller, Ronald Darby, Fabian Moreau, Quentin Dunbar, Jimmy Moreland. So pretty good corners. We got Taj Fort, Hidden Dev. I think he's probably a superstar. More likely. Fuller's up there. So yeah, he'll be a good piece. Austin Wheeler, they drafted the sophomore season, drafted 2 years ago out of Louisville. Ooh, looks good. Jamal Townsend, rookie out of Central Michigan. Landon Collins, Stephen Parker, Austin, good. Robbie Gold, now over in Washington. Press Way, draft picks, practice squad. We'll look at it. So it's going to be a big one here. Washington is nothing to really take lightly. We're tied with the Packers after winning that game, but we have the tiebreaker after beating them last week. Lions are 2-1. They had their bye week, week 4. Looks like the Vikings are 2-2. Kind of look up the stats right now. We're the 15th best offense, so better than last year. A 4th ranked defense. Okay. 18th in points scored. 7th in points allowed. Okay. So much better. Let's look at from the NFL standpoint. After a quarter of the season is done, Sean Watkins, 1,330 in the air. Aaron Rodgers, Clayton Judge down here at 1,000. TDs, of course, it's Patrick Holmes with 14. Only thrown 2 interceptions. Which is 8-4. Clayton Judge is 8-4. Wow, okay. Well, sacks, Sam Darnold getting sacked all day long behind that horrible offensive line. Carries, Chris Carson and Leonard Fournette, who's now on Baltimore, for the most carries. For the yards, Zeke leading, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley. For touchdowns, it is Saquon Barkley. He had like 5 against them. So that's the thing. Receiving, most catches is Will Fuller, Kenny Stills behind him. So no wonder Watson has so many yards. Kenny Stills has the most yards. Juju Smith-Schuster, Michael Thomas, Sutton. Darnell Mooney's up here at 315. For touchdowns, Juju Smith-Schuster has 6. McCole Harmon has 6. Jamal Agnew all with 6. So, one thing there. Run after catch, Cole Harmon has the most. Longest is Alvin Kamara. Most sacks allowed is Wagner. Okay. Let's see where we line up there. Miles Jack with the most tackles at 47. Kendricks Milano at 42. Roquan's at 40. Tackles for loss. K1 Short. Cameron Jordan and Grady Jarrett all with 7. Most sacks, Kalil Mack at 8. Looks like they fixed that. Aaron Donald with 8 with 7.5. Interceptions, Grant Dalpit, Corey Jackson. I think everyone, a lot of people have 2. Deflections, Matt Milano has 6. Forced fumbles, Carl Joseph most at 2. Fumble recoveries, a lot of guys at 1. 1 safety, K1 Short. 2 TDs, Juwan Goodson and Josh Jackson. Kicking, Eddie Pinheiro is probably the best one right now. He's made 7 field goals, 11 extra points, 100% across the board. Most yards, Sam Martin. Inside the 20 is Lachlan Edwards. Okay. Longest punt, 74 yards by Tress Way. Yeah. Okay. Kick return, we already have a touchdown. It's Solomon Little, rookie halfback out of Washington, playing for Atlanta. Most yards, of course, is Tariq Cohen. We always have the most yards. Christian McCaffrey has a punt return touchdown. There's that. So no wonder Deshaun Watson is out in front. He's probably leading the pack and MVP as well. So there is that. Give you a little stats going into week 5. We got to worry about Chase Young. We're not going to have Hicks for the next 4 weeks. So a lot of stuff to deal with going into Washington. But hey, we got 2 dev upgrades, Mooney and Sweat, and 2 morale boosts, which was good. But thank y'all for joining me, guys. I will see you next time when we go into week 5 against Washington. Don't forget to hit the like button below, comment, and subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button, though. One of the big things. We'll do better in the algorithm. Also, grow the channel in the community, which would be nice. So, I will see you guys in week 5. Later.